by layer, sure enough. We're done with the elephant ears and we're now into the layer of coconut leaves, yeah? The aromas are so incredible. My journey starts off in the coast of Fiji. I'm taking a boat ride into Taveuni Island. Taveuni is like a hidden time capsule. Geologically, it's a shield volcano and is also known as the Garden Island of Fiji. A meander through the villages is a must. Churches from the early 1900s stand prominent to this day. Just ambling through the idyllic villages, one can tell that not much has changed here, and I love Taveuni for that. There's an international dateline marker in the island, and of course, unspoiled nature surrounds you. Surreal-looking waterfalls, hiking trails, and some of the world's best diving invites nature lovers. But if you're seeking luxury, look no further than Raiwasa Private Resort, an ultra-luxurious villa that sits atop a cliff, offering panoramic views of the South Pacific Ocean. Raiwasa's ethos is to provide a private experience. The entire property is your playground, and you have a large staff to ensure everything is taken care of at all times. I'm here to witness two quintessential Fijian experiences. First off is the Lovo pit method of cooking, and the second is a Kava ceremony. This looks like a pit. Are you going to dig any deeper, or is this
No,
it?
this is eventually it. It actually also depends on the size of people you're catering for at the Lovo.
Okay, so I see coconut husk and some dead wood.
Yep.
And what's the next step?
Pio will be lighting it. That's the dried timber.
Talk to me about what's gonna be cooked.
Basically, chicken, sausage, lamb, taro, cassava.
And I see a bunch of leaves.
It will be weaved. That's the second part of
Okay,
the
so this is
Lovo.
step one.
This is step one. Step two will be on that. So the next process is actually putting those lava rocks on top.
So where do you guys just toss them on top?
Yep.
So I could see this being a total communal affair, the building of the Lovo pit and getting everybody together, you know, the food's being prepped.
Yeah. Actually, in villages, they have a proper shed built and a very big Lovo pit which caters the entire village.
Now that the Lovo pit is prepared and the sun is setting, I must witness a traditional Kava ceremony. Kava is the traditional national drink of Fiji, made from the root of the Yongona plant, a relative of the pepper plant. But I'm not just handed the Kava, I gotta work for it. You handed me a whole bunch of dried roots. This is the Kava.
That is actually Kava plant.
How long is it dried for?
Probably a week. This is actually local timber. It's called Vesi. Any hardwood would do.
Heavy.
Oh yeah, it is.
Super heavy.
It is heavy. Yeah, that's the way.
There we go.
That's the way.
Okay. Just like that, yeah? Just a little more elbow grease. And speaking of which, this does have hallucinogenic properties, yes? Look at that. Our pit is prepared, but the meat isn't. There's something special about the ways Fijians barbecue.
This is the elephant ear plant.
Elephant ear.
Yep.
I wonder why they call it that.
Back in the days, the guys didn't have containers to carry water. So this is what they actually carry water on.
So he's layering it right now with different leaves. Now this is
coconut leaf, and that's banana leaf.
Yeah. I'm guessing the coconut, it looks like it's giving the structure, the outer shell, the structure, and then the seal.
Yeah.
Putting it in a straitjacket, that whole chicken.
So back in the days, the guys didn't have tin wraps, so they used this as to secure the chicken.
And the spine of the leaf is serving as the real structure right there. And nature's helping you basically with each individual leaf. It's strong, it's sturdy, it's not gonna break, and it's so easy to tie. It looks like a ponytail. And I'm guessing this is easy for you to carry too. Rotisserie, Fijian style. With the Lovo pit finally cooking with gas, or stones in this instance, it's time to turn my attention back to Kava. Kava, because of its mildly narcotic and sedative effects, is used to bring people together. It's part of Fijian life, and it's utilized for occasions from ceremonies to welcoming guests to blessings, even settling arguments.
Welcome to your traditional Kava ceremony. Now, a traditional Kava ceremony in Fiji is a very sacred ceremony. When the Kava is brought to you, so you have one each bowl, they will bring the Kava to you. Before you pick up your bowl to receive the Kava in it, you will clap once. Then he will pour the Kava in your bowl and you will drink it. After drinking, once you place your bowl down, you will clap 3 times. Once before, 3 times after.
What do I taste? It's earthy, it's muddy, it's a little peppery. Your mouth and extremities of the tongue feel vaguely tingly, almost numbing. But I'm not sure if it's my beautiful surroundings or the visual treat of experiencing something so exotic.
A little bit of this ceremony takes you back to imagine being way deep in the mountains, in the villages, sitting with the elders, with the chiefs, and partaking in a legit ceremony. So you get the traces and nuances of that.
Although I feel a little bit of the narcotic effects of the Kava, I haven't forgotten about my Lovo pit meal. I'm fascinated to see what the meat wrapped in multiple layers of leaves will end up looking like. All right, gents, well, the moon is up. I hear the crickets chirping, food must be ready, yeah?
It is ready.
Really interesting, earthy aroma mixed with the spices, the smell of the leaves. I've never smelled this before. But layer by layer, sure enough. We're done with the elephant ears and we're now into the layer of coconut leaves, yeah? The aromas are so incredible. You got the starchy, cooked starch aroma mixed with the marinated meats. Unmistakable aroma of when soy sauce is cooked with spices. Ooh. And look at that, so conveniently wrapped. And that's it.
That's it.
All right, the fruits of our labor. I love it. Starch on one side, meat on the other side. It's just like caveman sort of diet, you know, primal. Wow, that smokiness.
Oh yeah.
So the coconut husk starts the fire.
Yep, coconut husk, just top it up with some firewood to finish it off, the lava rocks, which cooks the food.
Cooks the food, and then the leaves, they're just trapping the essence, the smokiness. Yeah, it's just the right amount of smokiness. Of course, with that cooking style, you're retaining all the moisture as well.
Oh yeah.
So succulent. Now, how often are Lovos done?
Basically, I'd say at home we do it every weekends or occasionally as in birthdays, weddings, functions, as in that, yeah.
And it's a way to get the whole community or the whole family together. Yeah, everybody's working with each other.
Oh yeah.
The spiciness and all the other accoutrement like the garlic, it's just minorly accenting the chicken, but you're really just enjoying the smokiness and the moisture and the natural native bird. What a surreal experience, witnessing Kava from the very elemental steps, to having a cup with the locals and partaking in the ceremony with this stellar view of Taveuni's coastline. Raiwasa Private Resort has been like a dream, from the luxurious appointments to this ethereal panoramic view that you can witness from every corner of the property, to the staff that make it the highlight of your stay. This is what Fiji is like. I've been graciously welcomed by the people, eager to share their culture and show you their homes, their way of life. For now, I must say goodbye to Fiji because another island nation is calling my name. That's right, I'm hopping over from Polynesia, crossing all the way from the Pacific Ocean to the Indian Ocean, the island and atoll-strewn nation of the Republic of Maldives.